up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this vid. It's titled Ryan Coogler's Mansa Musa movie could change Hollywood forever. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Hopefully I am. Okay, he got a new movie coming out with Michael B. Jordan as the leading star, of course. Listen, anything Ryan drop, I'ma watch it. Michael B. Jordan in it, even better. I'm going to double watch it, all right? So I'm here for it. I'm not sure when this is dropping, but we're going to get some info about it. Let's watch.
When people talk about the richest man in history, they name people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or even some European king. But what if I told you the richest person in history ever was an African emperor in the 1300s? And now Mansa Musa's story is heading to the big screens. Ryan Coogler and my twin Michael B. Jordan, I know the team behind Black Panther, Creed, Fruitvale Station, and now Sinners.
Stop playing with me. But yes, you see all the gold, period.
Officially developing a film based on the life of Mansa Musa, the legendary emperor of the Mali Empire. And if they pull this off correctly, we need to talk about the man himself. So I know some of you guys are saying there, who was Mansa Musa?
Yeah,
Mansa Musa ruled the Mali Empire from like about 1312 to 1337. Not very long, but very impactful. Not to mention, this was a golden age. And this wasn't a small kingdom he reigned over either. Mali Empire controlled large portions of West Africa. And they sat on the largest gold reserves in the world. And this was a time when gold was one of the most powerful resources on earth. It was beyond valuable. Other estimates place his fortune at somewhere between $400 billion and $1 trillion. In today's money, of course. Back then, it was way more. So think about that. If Mansa Musa was alive today, he wouldn't be richer than modern billionaires. He would be in a whole category to himself. We're talking about a man so wealthy that historians literally struggled to find a modern comparisons to his wealth. Mansa Musa's a legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324. It was said this was like a caravan unlike anything the world has ever seen before. Thousands in attendance, soldiers, servants, scholars, workers, hundreds and hundreds of camels, and enormous amounts of gold. As he traveled through cities like Cairo, Mansa Musa gave so much gold away that the local economies reportedly felt wealth years and years later. Imagine being so rich that your generosity influences the value of gold itself. Like, what? That's the level of wealth we're talking. But wealth wasn't his greatest legacy. Most people focus on the gold, but the real story is the knowledge. Mansa Musa invested heavily in education. He wanted everyone's minds to be just as great as their pockets. Architecture, scholarship, religion, culture itself, all of that was very important during this time. He transformed Timbuktu into one of the most important centers of learning in the world. Scholars literally traveled from distant lands just to study there. Libraries expanded. Universities flourished. I don't even know if universities were a thing before Mansa Musa. Books started becoming treasured possessions, and knowledge started getting valued. Look at us today. We know how valuable it is today because we're still struggling to find out all information about all these ancient civilizations. We should just be blessed and grateful and thankful they left us a little something. At the stroke, but at least they were thinking of us, right? I don't know. I just feel like that takes a level of intelligence to be thinking of your people thousands and thousands and millions of years later. I think it's amazing. So one of the greatest mysteries before Mansa Musa, now here's where the story gets interesting. There was an emperor before Mansa Musa, just like any other emperor, right? Another ruler sat on the throne. According to historical accounts from Mansa Musa himself, his predecessor, who was also a family member, so it stated he could be his brother or his uncle, not like a father and not a cousin either. So this predecessor became obsessed with what lays beyond the Atlantic Ocean, which many of us feel like this. But for us, we're more about what's beyond the ice wall, what's through Grand Canyon and Area 51, stuff like that. I guess it's equivalent to the same thing because nobody was going past the Atlantic during this time. But the ruler reportedly sent ships western to the unknown. So one ship allegedly returned. The crew claimed they encountered powerful currents that carried the rest of the fleet away. So most leaders would have stopped there, right? This ruler didn't. He organized a much larger expedition this time and personally joined the voyage. Then he disappeared too. The fleet never returned. He never returned. His fate remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Some modern theories claim the expedition actually reached the Americas long before Christopher Columbus. And that's how Black people ended up in America so long ago. Others believe the ships were just lost at sea. The ships, the people, the artifacts, everything. But then again, African artifacts were found in America. So who really knows the truth? You're gonna have to ask CERN because we don't know. But the mystery itself is very fascinating. And if Ryan Coogler decides to explore that legend, well, this could become one of the most compelling films of its century. Now, y'all know me. I'm a paranormal creator. But this is the one part I'm curious about. Every great civilization had spiritual beliefs that shape how their people understood the world. Mansa Musa was a devoted Muslim. Faith played a major role in his life. At the same time, rich spiritual traditions. In Africa, that existed way before Islam culture. His ancestors had dreams of prophecy, sacred knowledge, spiritual advisor. Let's not forget the amount of mystics that were in West Africa at the time and also worked for any king or empire during this time. So in his cabinet, there was definitely some form of mystics or shamanism in there, if you get what I'm saying. Because they pass down our history through oral tradition, it's very hard to differentiate what's what, you feel me? Not to mention our Ifa system, which Michael B. Jordan studies as well, and he's a Babalawo. I believe Ryan studies Ifa as well. I don't know what capacity. So that could be involved in this story as well. Because Ryan has a history of blending culture, spirituality, symbolism, and mythology into his story, which is why he's great. He literally allowed us to see the ancestral plane in Black Panther. That went over some of y'all head. We saw folklore and supernatural themes in Sinners. So it makes me wonder what supernatural aspects will Ryan explore in this film. Truly spiritual beliefs is what influenced the Mali people of the empire in the 1300s. Not fantasy, not historical fact, they're spiritual beliefs. Ryan has consistently showed us he knows how to balance history, culture, and emotion. He doesn't just make movies. This man builds worlds. More importantly, he understands how to make the audience care. And that's very important. I'll have to be relatable to your audience. Doesn't matter if you're doing content, you're doing TV show, movie, podcast, radio, whatever it is. As of right now, there's no official casting, but come on. Y'all know Michael B. Jordan gonna be Mansa Musa. Come on. This might even become one of his...
Oh, wait, so it's not for sure that he gonna be Mansa Musa? Why are you playing with me with this image? Is this AI? You know what?
Most challenging roles. In Creed, he had to become a fighter. In Black Panther, he was more of a revolutionary. Sinners, he had to transform to...
But yeah, obviously, he would pick Michael B. Jordan. Like, come on. He just got an Oscar. They've been working together for many, many years now. Duh. If he picked somebody else, people would be highly upset.
Brothers that are twins, stack and smoke, vampires at that, with two totally different personalities. But Mansa Musa requires something different. A ruler, a strategist, a scholar, a diplomat, a military leader, arguably the richest man in history. How does a man of his caliber move in real life? Like, it's crazy. Like, he's super rich. He'll get out in the field with his people, front line if he have to. He travels, shaking hands and kissing babies, just like the president, but he's also giving away gold? What? How do you become father to like a nation, an empire? This is gonna be a good movie. I'm trying to tell you. This role demands so much, and I'm sure Michael B. Jordan is studying right now.
Sir, so this is speculation. I need to know if he gonna be in the movie for sure. But I mean, obviously, it makes sense that he would use him. I don't see why he wouldn't. But yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about this movie. I'm definitely gonna look a bit deeper into this and, see if they've started filming or whatever the case is. But yeah, this sounds very interesting. I did not know who this was at all. So, I'm glad he educated us on the matter. So can't wait to watch the movie when it drops. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye!